You're not broken, gentlemen. If you've ever found yourself feeling embarrassed, frustrated, or even ashamed because it was over before it barely started, I need you to hear this loud and clear. You're not broken. You're not alone. And most importantly, you are not stuck this way. In fact, what I'm about to share with you today has helped thousands of men over 50 take back control of their intimacy, strengthen their stamina, and finally feel like themselves again. In the bedroom. And the best part, it doesn't involve pills, numbing creams, or awkward conversations at the pharmacy. Just 7 natural science-backed tricks that you can start using tonight. Yes, tonight. To last longer, feel more confident, and reignite that spark you thought was fading. Because here's the truth, no one tells you. Finishing too fast isn't a flaw, it's a signal. A signal from your body. A signal that something's off. And once you learn how to listen to that signal and retrain your response, you'll be shocked by how much control you actually have. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming the man you used to be, and maybe even stronger. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to reset your timing, restore your confidence, and bring back those long, unforgettable nights that left her breathless. Let's get into it. Why this happens after 50. I'm Dr. Henry. For over 30 years, I've helped men navigate one of the most personal and private challenges we face as we age: declining performance and control in the bedroom. And let me tell you what you're going through. It's more common than you think. In fact, research shows that nearly 1 in 3 men over 50 struggle with premature ejaculation or early finishing. But most men never talk about it. They carry the weight in silence. They blame themselves. They think it's just part of getting older. It's not. What's really going on is a perfect storm of biological changes that quietly chip away at your stamina, sensitivity, and response time. Let's break this down. First, your testosterone levels start to drop sometimes by 1% every year after age 30. That's your drive, your energy, your confidence, and yes, your stamina slowly leaking away. Second, your blood vessels aren't delivering the same volume or pressure of blood flow as they used to. Poor circulation means weaker control, less firmness, and quicker finishes. Think of it like a hose with low pressure. You can't direct it the way you used to. Third, there's nerve desensitization. Over the years, your nerves may become less responsive, or in some cases too reactive, due to inflammation, tension, or overstimulation. The result, you go from 0 to finish line in seconds. And don't forget about the mental side: stress, performance anxiety, the pressure to get it right after past failures, that tight knot in your chest that makes everything feel rushed. Combine all that with modern habits, poor sleep, lack of movement, bad food, too much screen time, and your body simply isn't firing on all cylinders anymore. But here's the good news. None of this is permanent. You're not past your prime. You're just overdue for a reset. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 7 most effective tricks I use with my patients, step by step, to help them regain total control, stay in the moment longer, and finally enjoy the kind of intimacy that lasts. Let's start with trick number 1. Trick number 1, the squeeze and stop method. Let's start with one of the oldest, simplest, and still most effective tricks in the book, the squeeze and stop method. Sounds basic, right? But don't let that fool you. This technique has saved relationships, restored confidence, and given countless men back control they thought they lost forever. Here's how it works. When you feel that moment coming, that sudden surge when you know you're about to finish, even if you're not ready, you stop. You take a breath, and you squeeze, but not just anywhere. You apply firm pressure to the area just below the head of the penis, right at the base of the glands, for about 5 to 10 seconds. This does 2 things. First, it reduces blood flow momentarily, which helps tone down arousal. Second, it gives your nervous system time to calm down before continuing. Think of it like hitting the brakes on a speeding car. You don't crash, you regain control. Now here's where most men mess this up. They wait too long. If you wait until you're already at the point of no return, it's too late. The key is anticipation. Learning to feel the early signals in your body. That quickening pulse, the tightening in your pelvis, the sensation rising too fast. It's all about awareness. The more you practice, the more in tune you become. Over time, your body starts to learn the new rhythm. You go longer, not because you're forcing it, but because you've trained for it. And here's something interesting. When you pair this technique with deep breathing, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and relax mode. That calms everything down from your heartbeat to your arousal level. Now, I've seen men go from lasting 2 minutes to 15 just by using this method consistently for a few weeks. But you have to stick with it, because just like building muscle or learning an instrument, control is a skill, and this is one of the first steps to mastering it. Coming up next, we'll go beneath the surface, literally into the muscle you're probably not training, but absolutely should be. Trick number 2, strengthen the right muscle. Now let's talk about a trick that very few men are even aware of, but once they learn it, it changes everything. I'm talking about strengthening the pelvic floor muscles. More specifically, your pubococcygeus muscle, or PC muscle. Think of this muscle as your body's built-in control switch. When it's strong, you can hold back the floodgates anytime you need. When it's weak, you've got zero control, and things end way too soon. Here's the easiest way to locate this muscle. Next time you're urinating, try to stop the stream mid-flow. Feel that flex deep inside your pelvis. That's your PC muscle in action. Now imagine what happens when that muscle is trained, targeted and toned up. You gain the ability to control the very mechanism that governs ejaculation, just like training your biceps or core. This isn't guesswork, it's muscle memory. Here's a simple, beginner-friendly routine I give to my patients. Week 1, contract the PC muscle for 3 seconds. Relax for 3 seconds. Repeat 10 times in a row. Do this 3 times per day, morning, afternoon, evening. Week 2, increase hold to 5 seconds. Still relax for 3 seconds. 15 reps, 3 sets per day. By week 4, you should be holding for 10 seconds at a time. Repeating 20-25 times per session. You can do these exercises anywhere, while driving, watching TV, brushing your teeth. No one will even know. And within a few weeks, you'll start to feel the difference. Men tell me all the time, Dr. Henry, I lasted twice as long last night, and I didn't even have to think about it. That's the power of muscle memory. But here's the bonus. Stronger pelvic muscles don't just help you last longer. They also improve firmness sensation and even urinary control. It's a triple win, and it all starts with a 3-second squeeze. Next up, let's talk about something most men never think of, but it might be the key to rewiring your brain for full control. Trick number 3, the desensitize to control strategy. Here's a hard truth most men don't like to hear. You might be training your body to finish too fast without even realizing it. Let me explain. Every time you rush through intimacy or solo sessions with the goal of just getting it over with, you're reinforcing a pattern. Your brain learns arousal. Finish fast. Over time, this becomes automatic, a built-in reflex, like a runner who sprints the moment the gun goes off, except in your case, the race ends before it really begins. So how do we reverse that? You retrain the response. And that's where the desensitize to control strategy comes in. This isn't about numbing creams or pills. It's about rebuilding your tolerance through a method called edging. Here's how it works. During solo practice or with a partner, you intentionally bring yourself close to climax. Then stop. Pause. Let the arousal drop back down. Then start again. Do this 3 to 4 times before finishing. It's like training for a marathon. Your body learns to handle more stimulation without reacting automatically. You're not desensitizing in the way numbing sprays do. You're increasing your control threshold. Now here's the key. This only works if you do it consciously. That means no rushing, no distractions, full presence. Think of it like meditation for your body. You're learning to feel every sensation without letting it overwhelm you. And if you're wondering how long this takes, some men see improvement in a week. For others, it's a month. But every session is a step closer to mastery. One more tip. Use your breathing. Breathe deep and slow through the whole process. The moment you start panting or tensing up, your control slips. Coming up next, I'll teach you exactly how to breathe to not just last longer, but enjoy every second without fear of finishing too soon. Trick number 4, breathe like a monk. Last like a beast. Here's something most men never associate with their performance in bed, but it might be the single most powerful tool you have for lasting longer. Your breath. Now stay with me here, because this isn't some woo-woo meditation trick. This is biology. Your breathing controls your nervous system. When you're breathing fast and shallow, what happens? your heart rate spikes, your body enters fight or flight mode, and your arousal skyrockets way too quickly. But when you slow your breath, you slow everything else, including that rising, uncontrollable feeling that leads to an early finish. Let me introduce you to the 4-7-8 technique. Simple, powerful, proven. Here's how it goes. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 4 to 5 times before intimacy, and anytime you feel things speeding up too fast. This technique activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your calm mode, lowers blood pressure, increases oxygen to your brain, and gives you back control over your body. Try doing this while using the edging technique we discussed earlier, or pair it with your PC muscle exercises. You'll notice something incredible: that racing urge to finish starts to fade, and you gain space to enjoy every second. It's the difference between panicking through a roller coaster and calmly steering the ship. Now imagine this: you're in the moment. You feel the rush starting. You take a slow breath in, hold, exhale long and steady, and just like that, you're back in control. No panic, no pressure, just power. Breath is your anchor. Use it wisely. And when we come back, I'll reveal the foods that support the system from the inside out and help you build a body that naturally resists premature release. Trick number 5, eat these to fuel control. What if I told you that the foods you eat today could affect how long you last tonight? It's true. See, lasting longer isn't just about what happens in the moment. It's about preparing your body, your hormones, your blood flow, your nervous system to support that control. And believe it or not, some of the most effective stamina boosters aren't found in a bottle. They're found in your kitchen. Let's talk about the top 5 foods to fuel control. And stamina? 1. Beets are packed with nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. That helps open up your blood vessels and improve circulation, especially down there. Better blood flow, more control, more firmness, and more endurance. 2. Watermelon contains an amino acid called citrulline, which also boosts nitric oxide production. Some researchers even call it nature's Viagra. It helps relax blood vessels and supports natural arousal timing. 3. Dark chocolate, 70% or higher. Not only does it taste great, it's loaded with flavonoids that improve vascular function, better circulation, lower stress hormones, and a small dopamine boost to increase enjoyment. 4. Pumpkin seeds. These little guys are high in zinc, which is crucial for testosterone production. More tea ranks better performance, better stamina, and quicker recovery. 5. Oats help reduce cholesterol, support heart health, and stabilize blood sugar. Why does that matter? Because energy crashes and blood sugar spikes can mess with your stamina and focus. Now here's the trick. Don't just add these once and expect miracles. Think of your meals as training tools. Every bite should support better blood flow, stronger nerves, and balanced hormones. Start your day with oatmeal and pumpkin seeds. Snack on watermelon. Toss some roasted beets in your dinner salad. Finish with a square of dark chocolate. It's not a diet, it's fuel for performance. And when your body is fueled right, the other tricks you're learning in this video, they work even better. Now you've got the breath, you've got the muscle, you've got the food. Coming up next, I'll show you how your morning routine could secretly be sabotaging your bedroom performance and exactly how to fix it. Trick your 6. Fix the morning. Fix the bedroom. Here's something most men never connect. Your morning habits have a direct impact on your nighttime performance. Strange, right? But your body's hormonal rhythm, the system that controls energy, confidence, and yes, stamina, is most active in the first few hours after you wake up. If your morning routine is weak, rushed, or unhealthy, your performance later in the day is already at a disadvantage. So let's fix that, starting with 3 easy morning habits that set the stage for better control, better confidence, and better intimacy at night. 1. Morning sunlight. Testosterone boost. When you expose your skin and eyes to early morning light, within 30 minutes of waking, you send a powerful signal to your brain to increase testosterone production. Even 10 minutes outside can improve sleep quality later that night, stabilize cortisol, your stress hormone, and increase natural energy, mood, and libido. Bonus, it's free. No supplements, no workouts, just sunlight. 2. Cold showers shock circulation. Reset. Cold exposure isn't just for athletes. It wakes up your nervous system, improves blood flow, and boosts mental clarity. But it also does something surprising. It increases dopamine, your feel-good hormone, by up to 250%. And guess what? Dopamine plays a key role in sexual arousal. Delayed ejaculation. Motivation and confidence. Start with 30 seconds cold at the end of your normal shower. Build to 2 minutes. You'll feel the difference all day. 3. Morning movement. Rockshun blood flow foundation. You don't need a gym. You just need motion. Stretch. Walk. Do 20 bodyweight squats. Get your heart pumping and your blood flowing. This gets oxygen to your brain, removes stiffness from the night before, and tells your body, today we're alive. Today we're strong. Together, these habits take less than 15 minutes, but the impact lasts 12-16 hours. That means when the lights go down, your body is still riding the wave of optimal hormone circulation and clarity. Performance isn't just about what you do in the bedroom, it's about what you do before it. Next up, let's talk about the circulatory upgrade that brings everything together, and the natural way men over 50 are unlocking their peak performance again. Trick number 7, upgrade your blood flow. Naturally, let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt completely in control, not just mentally but physically during intimacy? Because here's the reality: without healthy blood flow, nothing else works the way it should. Not your firmness, not your timing, not your confidence. And as you age, blood vessels tend to stiffen. Arteries narrow. Nitric oxide production slows down. And the result, even with the best mindset, muscles, and techniques, you still might finish too soon because the foundation circulation is weak. Now, before you panic, here's the good news. You can train your blood flow, just like you can train your muscles. And it doesn't require drugs or drastic lifestyle changes. It starts with supporting your body's natural nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. It's responsible for delivering oxygen, nutrients, and blood to the areas that need it, most especially during arousal. Without enough nitric oxide, you're fighting a battle with no reinforcements. So how do you increase it? Through specific foods like we mentioned earlier, beets, watermelon, leafy greens, through movement and sunlight, and through key amino acids like L-citrulline and L-arginine, which help your body generate more nitric oxide on demand. This is where things start to come together, because when you combine the physical control of your pelvic muscles, the mental mastery of breath, the edge training strategy, a blood flow-friendly diet, and daily habits that optimize hormones, you create a system, one that naturally delays ejaculation, improves performance, and makes intimacy feel effortless again. But there's one more piece. One shortcut that ties this entire system together. And it's what I recommend to every man who wants faster, lasting results. Let me introduce it to you now. My number 1 recommendation. If there's one thing I wish I could put into the hands of every man over 50 who wants to take back control in the bedroom, it's this nitric boost. This isn't some overhyped pill or gimmicky spray. It's a powerful plant-based tonic designed specifically to support healthy blood flow, natural stamina, and performance confidence without harsh stimulants. Now let me explain why I recommend this to my patients. Nitric Boost is built around one core principle: fuel your body with the raw materials it needs to generate nitric oxide naturally. Let's break that down. Each scoop contains L-citrulline. This amino acid is a direct precursor to nitric oxide. It helps widen blood vessels, increase circulation, and enhance sensitivity, all of which are essential for longer-lasting intimacy. Beetroot powder beets are nature's top nitrate-rich food. This ingredient supports cardiovascular health, endurance, and better blood flow to your most vital areas, especially when it matters most. CoQ10. As you age, your body produces less of this essential compound. CoQ10 supports energy at the cellular level and helps keep your blood vessels flexible and responsive. Hawthorn berry and pomegranate extract. These superfoods are rich in antioxidants and polyphenols that protect blood vessels from damage, reduce inflammation, and encourage healthy circulation. And the best part, it's a powder. No capsules, no pills, no crashes. You simply stir 1 scoop into a glass of water in the morning and let your body do the rest. It tastes great and it gets to work fast. Some men notice the difference within days, others within a week or two. But the long-term benefits, better control, stronger performance, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're supporting your body rather than fighting against it. Look, I've seen men who had nearly given up rediscover a version of themselves they thought was gone for good. And no nitric boost isn't magic. It works because it's grounded in science, because it enhances everything you've been learning in this video. So if you're serious about taking back control, if you're tired of wondering, worrying, or second-guessing yourself, Nitric Boost is the smart, natural place to start. Coming up, there's one more thing we need to cover. Because no matter how strong your muscles are, how calm your breath is, or how good your circulation becomes, there's a mistake that can quietly destroy it all. Let's talk about it next. Bonus secret, the one thing you must avoid. All right, you've learned the tricks, you've got the tools, but before you start putting it all into action, there's one critical mistake I need to warn you about. A mistake I've seen ruin progress, sabotage confidence, and leave men more frustrated than when they started. What is it relying on quick fixes that numb or disconnect you from your body? I'm talking about over-the-counter numbing creams, pills with risky side effects, and even some prescription options that promise to help you last longer, but come at the cost of sensation, connection, and confidence. Here's what most men don't realize. When you use numbing products, you're not building control, you're avoiding it. You're masking the problem, not fixing it. And what happens over time, your sensitivity drops. Your pleasure decreases. Your partner can feel the disconnection. And worse, your brain starts to associate intimacy with a lack of control, or worse, performance anxiety. One man told me, Dr. Henry, I use that spray every time for 6 months. Now I can't even feel excitement without it. That's not power, that's dependency, and that's the opposite of what we want. Everything you've learned today, the breathing, the muscle control, the circulation, the food, the morning routine, these restore your natural rhythm. They reconnect you with your body. They train you to lead the experience, not just survive it. So please avoid the trap of temporary shortcuts. They may give you one better night, but they rob you of better years ahead. Real stamina comes from within, and now you know exactly how to build it. We've got one last section to go, and it's the one that brings it all together. Let me leave you with the motivation to take action tonight, encouragement, and final message. Let's be real for a moment, this journey, the one you're on right now, it's not just about lasting longer. It's about reclaiming something that age, stress, and time tried to take away. Your confidence, your connection, your power. Because intimacy isn't just about performance. It's about presence. It's about being fully in the moment with nothing holding you back. And the truth is, you've already taken the hardest step. You showed up. You listened. You learned. Now it's time to act. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick one trick. Start tonight. Maybe it's the breathing. Maybe it's your first PC muscle squeeze. Maybe you walk outside tomorrow morning and feel that first burst of sunlight hit your face, knowing that you're waking up your hormones and your hope. And if you want to accelerate the process, if you're ready to support your circulation, energy, and performance from the inside out, then Nitric Boost is right there for you. It's not a shortcut. It's a support system. One scoop in the morning, and your body thanks you at night. Because here's what I know after 3 decades in men's health. You're not past your prime. You're not too old. You're not done. You're just getting started. So go ahead, try that trick. Take that breath, make that shift, and rediscover what it feels like to be fully alive, fully in control, and fully confident again. I'm Dr. Henry, and I'll be here with you every step of the way. Until next time, take care of your body, honor your desire, and never forget you were built for more.